Yo, check it. All right, y'all, we got a must-see update for you guys. We're going to talk about the crypto recovery, AMC and GME possibly having a big week this week, price targets to look out for, and key levels you need to know. And we're also going to talk about the overall market and the rotation we're starting to see. This video is not financial advice, and you do not want to miss a second of it. But let's go ahead and not waste any more of your precious time. Hop in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go.
All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video of Datazero. This video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point, but very, very, very important. I am highly busy today, but I wanted to get this video out here for each and every person that is tuning into my channel and getting ready for what happens. Today, we've seen the calm before the storm, and tomorrow is when we see even more action. We are right on track for that big bullish week that I talked about in the weekly outlook and prediction, and looking good. I'm going to be showing you guys price targets, technicals, and details for AMC and GME stock. This video is not financial advice. Now, you guys can see right now, GameStop at time of recording is having a decent week. As of right now, GameStop is up 9.56% on the week, so almost a 10% week. And when I said a big bullish week, I meant 10% or more. And you guys can see we are on track with GameStop right now, and AMC slightly lagging behind but still having a nice week, 3.99%. and I'm expecting much more moves for AMC, and we're going to get to that here in a minute. Now, you guys can see here in after hours we are seeing a decent move from GME stock right underneath that $30 level. Now, we want to be watching very, very closely, because if we do break and hold $30, GameStop is going to see a big move to the upside, and I am expecting a gap to the upside here on GME, and I'm going to explain why I think that's going to be happening. You guys can see right here on the fractal, there is a gap in the fractal. If you're on a phone, it might be hard to see, but we just had that gap here as well. This gap could be exactly where we are, and what we're about to see right now is where GameStop confirms $30 as support and gets that bigger move to the upside. I believe as far as the fractal, we are in this segment right here where we got that double bottom structure starting to play out, and we are now pushing to the upside. I told you guys once we broke that 2667 level that you're going to see a nice move to the upside, and we did break 2667 this week and got a beautiful push all the way up to 29.99 here in after hours, and I believe we are going to be working on breaking $30 and pushing to the upside. Now, the one thing we do want to worry about here is RSI. RSI completely blown out here on GameStop stock, and this is getting out of control. Of course, GameStop is running, so as long as we keep this momentum, we will keep pushing to the upside. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to need to see some pullback, and the fractal does indeed say we see some pullback. I'm expecting a bullish push here in the morning, but if you do see a pullback in the afternoon, do not get discouraged, because we are going to be having higher price targets, and I am confirmed of these price targets because, one, the fractal shows us the rally is to the previous height of the second rally. So you guys can see we had this second rally here. That's this rally right here. Our next rally that we're tracking for on this fractal from the 2021 run up shows us that we have another rally to the similar height. That means we will be pushing up to the price targets of $45 to $50 on GameStop. So that is where I'm going to be looking to take profit, and it looks like smart money is doing the same thing, because you guys can see these sell walls. These are sell orders ready to be utilized. So these are people that have shares and are ready to dump them at these levels of about $41 to $47. So it looks like a very safe price target would be that $45 to $50 price target. So that's what I'm looking at for GME. I think we're going to be seeing a continuation to the upside. We could potentially even see a gap up tomorrow. Watch for the break of $30, but we might need to see a little bit more pullback and consolidation before we get to this pop to the upside. So do not get discouraged. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on track for that big bullish week that we were looking for this week. And I believe between this week and next week, we're going to be seeing a significant move on both of the meme stocks that are going to be very, very shocking. Now, again, this week, I do believe we're going to have a big bullish week still, but I believe between both of the weeks, we're going to be seeing a lot of upside between this week and next week. So I'm very excited on what we could potentially see here for the meme stocks. Now, as far as what I think we're going to be seeing here on GameStop, I don't think we're going to break $30 here in the after hours. Maybe pre-market tomorrow. And again, if we get above that $30 level, you're going to see a nice pop to the upside. But I don't think we're going to be breaking it here in after hours, in my personal opinion. Just keep in mind that we do have a gap fill on the downside too on the daily time frame, as we had multiple pushes to the upside. We have this gap that we made today at 27.20 to about 27.35. So do be aware that that gap is down there. Also, I talked to you guys yesterday about the Bollinger Bands being very, very constricted, letting us know a move was coming. This move is here. You guys can see we busted outside the bands. We were above the blue medium line, green MACD. All indications that we were going to have a move to the upside, and that's how we knew we were going to have this pop, as well as the fractal. So all of the technicals lining up, everything's looking good. But right now, RSI is getting extremely overbought on the 4-hour, 2-hour, and hourly time frame. So we need to see some consolidation. We need to see some pullback. If price does not keep riding the bands, if price keeps riding the bands, it can continue up. But as soon as we start coming back inside of those bands, you're going to be seeing some pullback. And I told you guys earlier on the live stream, I stream live market open to market close. You guys can check that out if you like. Subscribe for all of those technicals and news as they come out. But I told you guys we were riding the bands on the 4-hour time frame, riding the bands up. And as long as we continue to do that, we would see momentum continue. You can see that we continue to ride the bands. We may continue to do this until tomorrow. But as I'm seeing right now, we're probably going to see some pullback and then continue up and then continue this big bullish week. But we are seeing a green week for GameStop and a big green week as predicted, ladies and gentlemen. So like and subscribe for accurate technical analysis predictions and to get locked in with these meme stocks. Now, I've already showed you guys time and time again the news, insiders buying shares of GME, also AMC box office doing extremely well. So we have plenty of bullish catalysts for the meme stocks, and I believe they're literally getting ready to take off. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for AMC and why I believe AMC is going to see a decent move as well, and see how we are tracking so far. AMC right underneath this key level of $5.50. If AMC can break above and hold $5.50, you're going to see a decent move to the upside for AMC stock. We are dangerously close to the blast off zone for AMC, which is of course $5.50 up into about $6. You guys can see last time we broke above that $6 level, we had this big move to the upside, and I believe since we have this bull flag structure here, we are getting ready to make another move past $6, and this is going to be what triggers this overall bigger move that we're looking for, that correlates with the rally with GME. That third rally on GME correlates with this move here. I showed you guys on yesterday's video and the video before that, that third rally on GME, if we go back in time in history, you can see that GME had 3 major rallies in 2021. We had this push up here, and then we had this push up here, and we had this push up here. You guys can see that third rally, this third rally here correlated with this move here on AMC. If you guys look at the bottom of your screen down here, you guys can see around 611, 618, around those dates is when AMC had that bigger move. And you can see right here, 1, 2, 3 rallies around 610, 611, 68 is around when GME had that third move. And you can see right now on the fractal, AMC is set up for this much bigger move, and GameStop is set up for its third rally. So this is why I think GameStop's going to be pushing up to the price targets, and this is why I think AMC is going to be pushing up to these potential price targets. There are multiple gap fills for AMC, and this is why I'm giving these price targets. A lot of people were saying, well, I don't think your squeeze targets are right, and they clearly didn't watch the rest of my video. I said that after we get up to these price targets, if shorts start covering, if there's naked shorts, all types of different things that could come into play that we don't have variables for, yes, the price could go much higher. But from what I see right now, based off the charts, the facts, and the technicals, which have never led me astray and helped me not hold the bag in 2021, and they're going to help me not hold the bag now, I see the potential price targets of these levels of about $10 to $12, and I gave these in yesterday's video. $16 to $19 where this gap fill is, $24, and then $37 to $43. All of these liquidity zones, all of these gap fills, I do believe are going to get filled. And the reason why I do believe we're going to have these price targets, if I take the fractal down as well, you can roughly see it goes up to about the prices of that $38 to $40 level. If you guys look over here on the side of your screen, you guys will be able to see that there for that peak of that rally. And then, of course, it does have some consolidation and volatility, which you could trade and make a lot of money off of. And then I also explained in yesterday's video that, hey, you know, if we consolidate and the fractal begins to break, we could see an eventual move to the upside that makes a higher high, sending AMC to $50, $80, $100, who knows. Or the fractal could continue to play out where AMC drops all the way down and we don't see another big move for a long time. Again, it took 4 years for AMC to set up for this type of move. Again, what if it takes another 4 years? Do you really want to hold the bag another 4 years? Now, there's another theory going around as well that I have, and again, this is looking into the macro. This is speculating at this point, but there's also a theory that I have that AMC might even go into an uptrend, something like Carvana, having several short squeezes that lead to an uptrend to the upside, sending AMC to crazy astronomical prices. So again, just for this movement right now, based off of the fractal, those are the price targets that I have, but I do not think those are the max price targets. So I wanted to explain that and make that very, very clear for the people that were kind of concerned and upset about the price targets that I gave in the last video. But again, if you want to hold the bag, that is up to you. But me personally, I am planning on cashing out my shares on this rally. I can buy back in later, but I'm planning on taking some money off the table. I have shares that I've held for quite some time, and then I also have shares that I have recently bought, and I plan to make some money, and I hope each and every one of you plan to make some money as well. And again, I'm not trying to sound like a shill, but why are you in the stock market if you're not going to eventually sell and take some profit? So me personally, I will be looking at those gaps and liquidity zones for potential price targets for AMC stock. Now, I think we're going to be seeing a move to the upside. If we break above that $5.50 level tomorrow, that is going to be confirmation of that move. And of course, if you see $6 being held, you know we are going to absolutely start rocketing. AMC does have this gap fill to the downside, so we do want to be aware of that. But right now, we're forming a cup and handle type formation. I think we're going to see a little bit of consolidation here in pre-market. And then once the market opens, I think we're going to see a rapid push above that $5.50 level. And that's going to give us that gamma ramp towards $6. And that's when things are really going to start getting interesting. This could happen tomorrow. I'm thinking the latest it will happen is this week. I think, again, we're going to have a big bullish week between this week and next week. We're going to be seeing a lot of green and a lot of upside for the meme stocks. And I believe this is phase 8, and we are about to see the time where AMC starts to really just move up and GameStop really starts to just move up. And it's going to be happening this week into next week. In my personal opinion, I think it's going to start this week and happen into next week. You can see this move is quite large and takes some time for AMC. So I think it's going to happen this week and the next week. But I think this week is when we're going to start seeing a lot of that upside occur. So I'm very, very excited for what we're seeing. If we go ahead and zoom in, you guys can see that we are breaking out of this bull flag. We do have these sell walls that we are dealing with. Once we break past those, we are going to absolutely blast off. Shares available to borrow right now is only at 1.1 million. They literally are trying to dump as hard as they can. 3 million shares is what they started with. So they dumped almost 2 million short shares on AMC, and AMC is still going up. 2.2 million available to short for GME, as you guys can see at time of recording. Cost to borrow, unfortunately, starting to head to the downside. We would love to see that cost to borrow go up. If you see cost to borrow spike up, that's indicative of price getting ready to make a move. And of course, there are a ton of call options if we get past that $6 level to give us that gamma ramp. And on GME, if we get past $30, a ton of call options if we get past that $30 level, giving us a huge boost to the upside. So very, very excited on what we could potentially see here for the meme stock. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Let's quickly go into SPY and then Bitcoin and then wrap up this video. I also want to point out tomorrow we do have building permits coming out, and that is something that can move the markets. SPY did push up for a new all-time high, but again, overall, I'm thinking we're probably going to see pullback here in the later half of the week, and I talked about this in the weekly outlook and prediction. Again, I could be wrong about SPY, and SPY could push up, but RSI is just getting so overbought that I feel like SPY is going to push up and then have a rapid pullback, and I think that's going to be happening probably here either Wednesday and then into Thursday and Friday. I think we're going to see a bearish later half of the week, so starting possibly tomorrow, maybe Thursday, we're going to see SPY start heading to that downside, potentially getting that red week that we were talking about. Now, if you look at what's been happening in the overall market, NASDAQ has been kind of flat and then kind of like pulling down. You guys can see this doji candle right here. It's been red kind of today. A lot of people are rotating out of these bigger overbought stocks like Nvidia, which is clearly overbought. You guys can see RSI overbought on these bigger time frames. You guys can see that it's at all-time highs. They're taking profits out of these overbought, overvalued stocks and starting to roll into the smaller cap, mid-cap stocks, and this is why IWM is pumping, and this is very, very bullish for AMC and GME. Again, being ahead of the curve can help you make a lot of money. A lot of these smaller cap stocks, and again, I'm just going to look at some examples, like some of the stuff you guys show me on the live streams, like some of these lower cap stocks like Plug or Riot, just for a couple examples. Rumble, some of these lower cap stocks that have been really beat down and are at all-time lows or near all-time lows that are very, very undervalued, been in an overall downtrend, they're starting to roll into these smaller mid-cap stocks and getting out of these bigger names. And I think that rotation is really going to help AMC and GME. Might help pull back on SPY and NASDAQ, but IWM is pumping, and that's why IWM is pumping, because again, they're rotating out of those larger cap, overbought stuff and moving into beat down, undervalued companies, and that is going to be bullish for AMC and GME because they are mid-cap stocks. So I think this rotation is going to be helping us, and I think SPY is going to be pulling back, in my personal opinion. Bitcoin making an amazing recovery. Still, you guys are going to keep hearing me say this, kicking myself in the ass for not buying the dip. I think Bitcoin is getting ready to make a mega move to the upside to all-time highs, believe it or not. I believe that this was a spring. This was an accumulation range. This was a spring, and both Bitcoin and Ethereum are getting ready to make mega moves. Ethereum in this huge bull flag. You have this push up. It's making this huge bull flag here. I think Bitcoin's about to go to all-time highs and surpass it, believe it or not, and I think Ethereum is as well. We have the Ethereum ETF, Bitcoin ETF, Sol ETF. We have also regulation being pulled back on crypto, the SEC having less power because of the Chevron precedent being rejected. So, ladies and gentlemen, crypto has a ton of reasons to be bullish, and Trump's vice president pick is also pro-crypto, and Trump is pro-crypto, and I'm not saying I'm for or against Trump, but as of right now, the market is pricing in a Trump victory, and it is looking like there is a road to victory for Trump. So the cryptocurrency market is pricing this in as well, and this is more bullish aspects for the cryptocurrency market, and I'm extremely excited for what we could see for cryptocurrency. I think this is going to be one of the best opportunities that we have, and if AMC and GME pop off, I'm definitely going to be taking some of that profit and rolling it into Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of my other favorite coins. So cryptocurrency market popping off, looking good, and I think we're going to be seeing a recovery in all-time highs for crypto, and I think we're going to look back in the future and say cryptocurrency was extremely undervalued around these times. Ladies and gentlemen, this is everything I have for you. If you watch to the end of the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more information like this and help the channel out. If you want to support in a different way, you could always send a super chat or a super thanks on the live stream, or you could check out the merch store. I am wearing some of the merch right now, and I do wear the t-shirts and everything else as well, and I will be rocking some other ones so you guys can see what they look like in real life, but you guys can customize the stuff, get the different colors and stuff like that. This is the hat I'm wearing. You guys can check it out and see if there's anything you like there if you want to support the channel in a different way, and I greatly appreciate it because I would not be here if it was not for each and every one of you. Now, that is what I have for you guys. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.